What's up guys, welcome back to another music reaction / breakdown. Today we're going to be checking out a video that's a little bit on the longer side. We're going to be looking at EXO's Killing Voice live performance. Yeah, I don't know much about this Killing Voice series. I've been hearing about it a lot, but I think one of you guys mentioned that it's from like this YouTube channel that kind of showcases like a group's like most popular songs or some fan favorites of B-sides and stuff from the group. So I think this would be a really great video to kind of dive into before I get into my next 2 months of checking out individual members' songs, which by the way, if you guys don't already know or haven't heard, I've been saying this for the last 2 or 3 weeks or so, but go to my community channel post section or the posts tab. I'll put the screenshot over here on the screen just so you guys can see it too, but go to that post, and if there is a song from an individual member of EXO that you guys want me to check out, comments like 1 to 2 songs for every member. I'll be dedicating a week for each member on my channel for the next 2 months so that they each can get like a spotlight on my channel and I can get more accustomed to EXO as a whole a little bit better. So I'll be starting that next week. So really important that you check that post out and then comment your suggestions if you really want to have some input. Since this will be a longer video, I'll try to keep my discussions and analysis a little bit on the shorter end. I'll try not to talk too much. Yeah, really excited to get a feel of EXO's overall discography. Again, I've been a fan of them when they first debuted, but I dropped off from being a K-pop listener like maybe a year or 2 after they first debuted, so don't really know too much of their new music, but I might be able to recognize some of their older songs or maybe even try to learn some of their names, because I'm still a little bit unaware of like who's who and like what each member's names are, so this will be kind of like a good learning experience for me. Let's just dive right into it. Go ahead and sit back, relax, and let's ride the wave.
빨리 와. 빨리 와. 오케이, 딩고!
Killing Voice.
I love how
인사드리겠습니다. 하나,
enthusiastic they are. Okay, let's see if I can remember these guys' names. If you guys can let me know their names from left to right on the screen, that'd be really helpful for me to kind of attach a name to like a member. I think if I'm getting this right, let me know if I'm wrong again in the comments, but I think from left to right, it's Chanyeol, that's Dio, the second guy. Is that Suho in like the tan shirt? I might be wrong with these. In the middle, I think that's Chen. To the right of him is Jumin. And then we have Baekhyun, I believe, and Sehun, I think, is at the end. We're missing like 2 members, right? Where's Kai and I think his name is Lei as well. Is there a reason why they're not performing? Let me know in the comments why they might be missing or why they couldn't make this video. Yeah, that kind of makes me sad that we're not seeing Kai. For you guys that don't know, Kai was my bias back when I first started listening to them when they first debuted. I'm sure it'll be a great video as always. I know it's a little bit hard when members are missing, but I'm sure it'll be a great video regardless.
네, 여러분들의 성원에 힘입어 우리 엑소엘 분들이 너무 원하셔서 저희가 드디어 왔습니다. 네, 그럼 들려드릴까요?
첫 번째 곡 들려드리겠습니다. 노래 주세요.
I think Korean is such a beautiful language. It just sounds so nice to the ear.
Okay.
Oh, nice. We have Growl to start off.
나 혹시 몰라 경고하는데 잘 들어. 지금 위험해.
Yeah.
자꾸 나를 자극하지 마. 나도 날 몰라.
Wow. Okay, so I never realized, obviously I haven't dived into EXO a ton since I first listened to them, but I think that's, again, Chanyeol and Sehun, this guy in the blue jacket, they have really similar sounding rap voices. I think that's so cool. I when I first heard the song, I thought those were the same person doing that initial rap line for Growl. We haven't gotten that far. I gotta remember to stop talking as much. This is a really long video. Nice. Okay, Baekhyun. Chen, I think? Yeah. Oh, I love that little phrasing he did right there. right here. I think Chen. Yeah, that's so smooth. He kind of like leans into that, and then it like drops at the end. So smooth. Really, really cool stuff. Baekhyun, beautiful vocals. Okay. Fits are fire too. Nice. So good. Oh man, I wonder if they're gonna end it right here, like cut the song off short. But it's so cool to hear them sing like live. They're like pitch perfect. It's crazy to see how talented they are, because sometimes when you hear live performances, there's a lot going on with the artist, right? So it's understandable when the artist is like a little out of tune sometimes, or a little bit tired because they're like dancing on the stage or whatever. But this sounds like it's almost like just straight off the album. It's crazy. Another side note too, for those of you guys, I don't know if any of you guys were on Key Club in high school, if that's a thing for any of you guys, but I was in this organization called Key Club, and they have this district convention thing. For those of you guys that know, like if you know, you know, there's a district convention, like a couple states kind of gather together. So my region was California, Nevada, Hawaii, Cali Neva. Every district convention, there's like a talent show performance thing for the entire convention. So over like 3,000 people are there, you know, watching from other Key Clubs. A group of friends and I actually got into that talent show after applying. And so we performed the dance of Growl at that convention. It was so cool. So this song really gives me like really fond memories of, you know, a time in my life that I was really happy. Again, another side note, if you guys don't know, I was also a dancer too, and I still dance now and then. So again, this song gives me so much like joy to listen to again.
네, 다음 곡은 제 컴백이 시급한 곡이죠. Love Me Right. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, Dio.
Take your time. 왠지 두근대는 밤이야.
Yeah, this one's like a lot more suave.
So tonight,
And we got those like really cool textured synths and like bass stuff going on. Yeah, Chanyeol. I wonder if Silent's gonna rap. Yeah, I expected that. Okay. Really similar rap styles. So good. Oh, I love the way Dio sang that. Very open and like bright. Yeah, that eye contact. For zoom in, I think. Wow.
Call me babe.
I love how they're doing like these little snippets of every song. This is such a great way to be introduced to a group like this, and obviously not just for EXO, but with like other artists on this channel. So definitely got to check out more of like the Killing Voice kind of series. I think this is a series. I don't know. I'm just assuming it is. But Chen, Zoomin, and Suho, really interesting vocal tones and qualities from them. Chen has a really like distinct voice, at least to my ear. I don't know quite how to describe it, but it's just something that's like really, you know, making my ears perk up. And so he really stands out for me.
Call me baby. Let's go.
Yeah. Nice. I remember the music video coming out for this, but I never really watched or listened to the song all the way through. Nice. This instrumentation is so cool too. There's a lot going on, but it works in the favor of the feeling of the song. Oh, those harmonies right there. Oh man. Man, they look like they're having so much fun. Another side note, I don't know if y'all saw that or in the beginning. Let me see if I can. Right here. I think it's funny how tall Chanyeol and Sehun is. Again, let me know if I'm right. The guy to the far right with the blue jacket, if that's Sehun. But I think it's so funny that they're on the two sides and they're just kind of like towering over the rest of the members. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it's just something random I noticed. Nice. Love the unison vocals right here. Jimin has like a much lighter vocal tone. Nice. This is great. Oh, we got a winter song? Oh, Sing For You. I did a reaction to this if you guys want to check that out. I'll put it on the screen over here. Interesting that they chose like a green background for this. Man, I really love Chanyeol's voice. It has like that like deeper baritone almost kind of feeling. Beautiful. Man. Yeah, I think this is Suho again. Much brighter vocal tone here. Yeah. Chen. Beautiful. There's a different, again, like the way, I think his name is Chen. Correct me in the comments, guys, if I'm wrong throughout the video. I'm sorry if I am butchering all the names and stuff for every member, but this guy, very, very unique and interesting timbre and vocal tone that he has in comparison to like the other members. Like all of their voices are obviously so beautiful, but there's just something slightly different and ear-catching with this guy's voice. Really, really cool to listen to. This guy too, Zoomin, I think. Different quality. Nice. Beautiful. I love that song. Oh, do we got another sad song? Miracles in December? Wow. All of them have such great vocal ranges. So good. Man, is he just getting a solo for this whole song? This is crazy. Oh no, okay, it switches. Wow, this is very, very ballady. Super smooth execution and just kind of like roll-offs with their vocal lines. Back to a unison kind of feeling. Nice. Great vibrato right there. Ending off with, again, I believe his name is Chen. Yeah, that was really cool. I know you guys have mentioned to me a couple times in my comments, Miracles in December was another like really kind of sadder like winter festive song for them. So cool that I got a snippet of that here. Yeah, really good stuff. I don't know what else to say. This is such a great like video to get introduced for everything.
네, 다음 곡은 많은 아티스트 분들께서 커버해 주신 곡이에요. 바로 러브샷.
Love Shot. Okay.
차갑도록 서로 겨눈 채 나를 선 듯 그 목소리엔 숨 막히는 것만 가득해.
Interesting syncopation for this song.
눈을 가린 채로 그렇게
Those little like kind of like spikes in the synth or whatever that background thing is, really cool. This one feels a lot more dramatic. Oh, really cool vocal ad-lib right here. Nice, the little vocal sample. So, such a cool touch. Yeah, this one's definitely catchy. It's very like crowd singing kind of type song or vibe. I can imagine this at a concert with just like the crowd roaring. Really cool. Nice lights in the background too.
What's the situation? 당황한 너의 시선 넘어 끝내 무너지는 성벽 차츰 다가오는 새벽.
He has really good vibrato, or the way he executes vibrato.
모든 칼날 끝에 잘라내지 못해 계속 반복되는 문제 미쳐 풀지 못한
Nice. Nice. That's like the first, one of the first times I think he had a section in another song, but Guy in the Blue Jacket, we haven't really seen him get a lot of parts in terms of like singing. He's been more of like a rapper for this video at least. Let me know if he does more singing stuff or like if he's gotten more parts, because I'd really want to listen to more of him too, because I feel like everyone else is getting a lot of parts, but he hasn't seemed to really gotten much of a spotlight yet unless he's like rapping. So yeah, just something I noticed. Yeah, very forward execution here from Suho. This is more like a EDM track. Nice, we got this drop right here with like the vocal sample going on. Nice. Nice. Very cool instrumentation for that. Very EDM inspired. Oh, what a throwback. This is one of their debut songs, right? I remember seeing the video for this, and it was so cool. Man, do you guys still listen to this song? Because this song was a banger back when they first debuted in like 2012, 2013 era. I feel like I could go to like Battle or something, you know? But yeah, let me know if you guys still listen to this song. This is still such a great song. So like huge and, you know, epic on such a like grand scale of things, you know? Nice. Crazy. Nice harmonies there. Nice. I love that part. Mama. Oh, such an epic song. Crazy. Man, they're flying through these songs. Okay. Oh, interesting instrumentation. Wow, the instrumentation for this track is very like hi-hat click heavy. going around in like the sonic experience in the headphones. Really, really cool that there's like a focus on like those clicks. And that's usually not something that is highlighted a ton when it comes to songs, or it usually isn't a focus of the track. But I feel like the way they produced this song, there's like a heavy like emphasis on like the clicks and like the, I guess you could call them hi-hats or whatever those clicking sounds are. It's very like, it really sets the tone for this song. There we go. Wow, those synths very like whiny, crazy texture for those synths. It almost sounds like alarms and stuff. Man, they all have really high ranges. It's kind of crazy to see. Oh, I love how he executed that. So like he pushed that line initially and then he kept it the power through that vocal line to switch into the note. Usually singers will like push and then kind of drop off at the end to kind of fade it out a little bit, but he just pushed through the note and then switched it with the same amount of power there. Right there. Ayo. Oh, so good. Nice. Epic. So good.
몬스터입니다.
뭐야?
Man, they're just going straight into every song. That's crazy. Oh, this also sounds really epic too. Gives me like video game battle vibes for some reason. I don't know. Yeah. Sick rap part. Nice. Yeah, we got the regular kind of cheers. Oh, riser with the drums. Sort of. Nice. Wow, really cool drop into the chorus. Like so much like tension and pressure coming from like the first verse part. And then when the chorus drops, it still has a lot of energy, but the instrumentation is super kind of like washed out and more like smooth in a sense. This song sounds like it would have crazy choreography. I'm sure there's like a whole music video with the choreography for this song. So that choreography must be so cool and like insane to like watch and learn if you're a dancer too. That'd be really cool to check out sometime. Nice. Nice. Each member is so versatile with their vocals here. Oh, okay. Falsetto-ish. Man, Baekhyun's a killer with vocals. I'm like surprised I haven't looked into Baekhyun a lot more because like, I've been so focused with Kai and Dio like when I first got into the group, but each member has like their own set of strengths and stuff, and it's so cool seeing them on display in this video.
첫눈이 오면 항상 순위권에 올라오는.
This one feels very like lighthearted, kind of warm fuzzy vibes. First Snow. So I wonder if this is also on their more festive winter albums. This might be a happier vibe. Yeah. Wow, I love this. This is so feel good, and it almost feels like a love song, but it's like winter themed and festive, you know. I love how dreamy this sounds. Nice.
네,
That's
이번
beautiful.
노래는 우리 엑소와 엑소엘을 이어주는 아주 예쁜
Nice.
노래입니다.
I vaguely remember listening to the song when I first got into them. But this is also really feel good too. I love that kick on the drums. It's so reverbed out and like impactful in this track. Oh, 찬열, okay. Beautiful. Nice switch up in syncopation right there with Baekhyun singing, because a lot of the vocal lines that everyone else was just singing for this track was very da 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 da, very like straight on like the 8 counts. But with Baekhyun's part, it switched up just a little bit to give it more like dynamic and a different type of energy. Great stuff. Oh, we got this kind of like suspended chord with the piano here. Yeah. Nice. I'm noticing that EXO does a lot of great like unison parts in their songs. I'm sure this is the case with a lot of like other groups and artists, but just specifically watching this video and listening to a lot of the songs that they're singing, so many great unison parts that feel so big because of, you know, how many people are singing it, and like the placements of those unison parts too are really impactful. Nice, very light vocals in there.
힘내세요.
네.
이 각박한 세상 속에서 여러분들 힘내세요.
And we're just getting more power here now. Oh, the song's name is Power. Okay. Yeah, very EDM driven kind of track. Almost like house EDM vibes. There's like a funky kind of groove to it too. Yeah. You got those like, wow, this track is so cool. I love it when like K-pop artists and like K-pop music like mixes their stuff with like EDM inspired sounds. Sometimes for my taste, it's kind of overdone in some tracks. There's some cases where I'm not entirely a huge fan of. But when done right, like this song, it just feels the song with so much more energy, and it's just a different kind of switch up in terms of the artist's discography, right? So a lot of what I've been hearing from EXO is like very R&B based, very ballad based, and like all that is like so beautiful, right? And it's in its own way, in its own, you know, right? But just hearing like a more EDM inspired, like house groovy kind of track with the same vocals from these guys is such a cool dynamic and switch up to hear. Nice. This is very happy EDM vibes too. Yeah, we got this build up right here with that little do in the back. Yeah. This is a party track right here. Oh, that syncopation with the syncopation with the what do you call it? The synths in the back. The great switch up. Let's listen to that again. Yeah, and you get the synths opening up in the back every now and then. Yeah, right there. This is a banger. Yeah. We got like a lower kind of register for this vocal sample in the back.
여러분
Nice.
힘내세요. 다 같이. We got that.
Nice.
엑소가
Just got the
4년
unison,
만에
you know,
정규 7집을
ending for that.
엑지스트. 그 타이틀곡
Cream Soda. A lot of you guys have been mentioning this song to me too in the comments. I've just never known anything about it. It looks like it's a somewhat newer song, at least from what I've been listening to. This came out in 2023, so relatively new song. It's like 3 years old now.
지금
But yeah, let's check this out. Oh, interesting. Interesting transition there.
목이 타는 기분 살짝 위태로운 지금 다른 걸론 절대 만족 못해.
Baby come closer 입안 가득 퍼져 처음 맛본 특별한 끌림
이 자극적인 텐션 like a bottle of cola. 넌 탄산처럼 밥 터져 있니?
Yeah, I love how he attacks those rap lines right there.
Baby 자꾸만 비틀.
까다로운 척 이리저리 재봐도 원래 몸에 해로운
We got those horns kind of blaring in the back. Yeah, man. Chen is killing it throughout this video. Wow, that's such a high range to be in. Wow. Oh, with Baekhyun in the back, kind of adding the vocalizers. Nice. Man, they're having so much fun. Nice, nice. All right, something I'm noticing. So I just based off of this video, let me know again, guys, if I'm getting this wrong. But I think Chanyeol and Sehun seems to be the main rappers of the group, although they can obviously sing too. They have like some vocal parts and stuff. And then Dio and Baekhyun, very, very great vocalists. I'm wondering if they're like considered main vocalists as well, just because like their tonal quality and like their range when they're singing is so dynamic too. The other three as well, Suho, Chen, and Zoomin. They're obviously vocalists too. I know that groups have like assigned members that are like main vocalists or like main dancer or whatever. What are their titles? Suho, Chen, and Zoomin. I'm wondering what they're like known for. I'm noticing that Zoomin and Chen have a very distinct style and like kind of almost similar to each other in that sense, but it's very distinct kind of vocal timbres and stuff compared to the rest of the group. So I'd be really interested to see their own individual work too, because it's so nice to listen to. I believe with like the other two members that aren't here, Kai and I think his name is Lei. I know Kai was like considered like one of the main dancers or something, but he obviously can sing too. And I'm not entirely well versed with Lei as well. So let me know in the comments which member is kind of assigned to like what role in the sense for this group. Yeah, this one's very, not quite jazzy, but has that jazz kind of feel, or that suave-esque kind of feeling.
Hey. 많은 관심과 기대 부탁드리겠습니다.
감사합니다.
Nice.
갈게요.
So good. Man, they just did all of that and then just walked off like it was nothing. That's crazy. Such a good video. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I feel like I talked a decent amount throughout the video, but just like my thoughts and everything. But overall, such a good way to kind of get introduced to this group as a whole. Like I already knew, I've mentioned I've known about this group since they first debuted. This was such a great way to kind of just get back into the swing of things, and especially for like new fans out there too that are trying to get into EXO as a group, this is such a great video to kind of dive into kind of like introductions into like each members and what songs they kind of do typically. So thank you for whoever commented this suggestion. I forgot which one of you guys commented this video to check out, but I really appreciate it so much, and this is such a great way to set me up to check out a member for each week, like 1 to 2 songs. So again, a reminder to check out my community post, list 1 to 2 songs for each member except for Dio. Like again, reason being is that I've kind of already had a dedicated week for him, like an unofficial week, so, and I'm already pretty familiar with like what his voice sounds like. For all the other 8 members, let me know. I want to give a spotlight to them. Comment your songs and suggestions there. I'll be starting that next week. That'll be it for today. So if you enjoyed the reaction, consider joining the wave by liking the video, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell. All the support really does mean the world to me as a small creator. So with that said, until next time guys, talk to you guys soon. Peace.